300C here. I hope you like the new intro. Just having a little play around, see how it goes, and yeah. But anyway, let's get on with the video. So, this is a particular scene of a Tesla Model Y in Alabama caught up on fire. So, it took to services about 136,000 litres of water, and it takes over an hour to actually put out a Tesla Model Y. Better. So, all your EVs, evangelists, or what they want to call themselves, or what other people call them, people who are absolutely nuts over their EVs. I think they're the God-saving things on the planet, which they're not. But anyway, and another one got caught fire in Alabama in America. So, there we go. That's that. So, yeah, so we're like in India, and the growth of electric vehicles are starting to take hold. And he's starting to get more problems in their own and in other countries. So, you know, England's not just the one, America's not just the other, Europe, Asia, everywhere. You know, these batteries are just not doing any good so far, aren't they? You know, they're getting absolutely naffle range and so on and so forth. Like, you know, what causes an EV fire? So, basically, like, you're talking like any damages to that battery has been spread. It's been said multiple times. I don't like really saying things that's already been touched, but it's like, you know, sometimes you just have to touch it. It's like, for example, is like, it's like batteries, especially lithium ion ones, they create their own source of oxygen. That's why they're difficult to put out, because basically, they go through the cells, and each cell produces its own oxygen at combustion. Internal combustion engines are not hard to tell, are more polluting. EVs will cause more pollution with their tyres and their batteries when they go up in smoke, because they do. And the tyres, because they weigh a lot more, and yes, they got more center of gravity, which is better for handling in some sense. But when you go down to the road of not polluting, they pollute, because the things they need to make those batteries with, and when they go up in smoke, they do go up in smoke, and they do burn extremely hot, worse than diesel and worse than kerosene. So yeah, so that's why they dunk them in big massive containers to actually put them out, and yet they still don't go out. They'll be sitting there for, as it says here, it took over an hour to actually put out this this Tesla Model Y. And so yeah, it also states on here like only reason well, two bars I already said, is like, you know, if my car got up smoke, fire extinguisher, problem solved. Isolate fuels, problem solved. You know, it's not rocket science. Petrol cars is exactly the same thing. I'm talking about a diesel one, but petrol cars the same, you know. Don't take a lot to put them out. They're very quick. Like, matter of what, 10 minutes per max? If you don't isolate the proper source of it, but hey ho, you know. But yeah, so yeah, the reason like is like when they get too hot, and especially when salt on the roads as well, if they get into little nooks and crannies, they'll short circuit the system, and then pop bang boom, literally, because that's what they do. They go pop 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 pop, because all the cells are exploding, and yeah. But anyway, so yeah, I'll label this as number 2 because, you know, organisation on it. Solid state batteries, like what more? Toyota says that solid state batteries, besides reducing the chances of a fire, also has comparatively higher energy density. That means solid state, solid counterparts of liquid electrolytes can hold more charge and will require less space. In a similar terms, it will help in increasing the range of vehicle stability. Be that as that may, but they probably won't last as long. And because it's going to be a newer technology, only probably a lot of the newer cars will get them, and thus they'll be even more expensive. It's just a fact. It's just the way it works, unfortunately. You know, like you saw electric car batteries, electric cars yourself, they were increasingly higher than the internal combustion engines. Much higher. And they last a lot less. like battery, like I think it was a Skoda, was it? I think. And they were saying about it costs about 20 grand to replace the battery. Well, this was 16. Big difference there, but I can't remember which one it was. But either way though, double the value of the vehicle to replace that battery in the course of 10 years. So you can say, oh yeah, 10 years is quite a lot for someone to hold the car. Not for someone like me and some other people who are actually into their cars. They love to hold them for near enough forever, who actually value their money. So, yeah. So, drawbacks. Hopefully this will stay with exactly what I said. Designing a solid electrolyte that is both stable and performance capable while maintaining effort ion conduction between electrolytes is a challenging task. Additionally, these batteries are costly. What did I say before? So, are costly to manufacture as it requires much more lithium, so more mining, not less mining, more. So they're not even more. They're not even less. They're not even more economical. They're less economical. So anyway. So, as compared to the conventional ion batteries, however, as the technology progresses, we can be optimistic that with time, maybe later down the line, the bits of the solid state batteries are safer and more compatible alternative to what we're using now. Be that as it may, but you've still got the costliness. It's not economical at all, and what was it? And they say you get higher range. I believe it when I see it, you know. So my car's a V6 diesel, and the range on that is 500 miles at best, depending, without me touching, like, you know, without being mapped or anything. So, yeah, suppose, why not? Whatever this says. People just go on a load of bollocks, don't they? But yeah, so so with that note, is like it just says the drawbacks on itself, and this is what it says. Toyota saying this, give or take, and and as we know, Toyota is not really doing much on the electrical side of things because they see the drawbacks and they don't see the point in it. Don't blame them. But yeah, so what are solid batteries? What are solid batteries? We know what that is, so we don't even need to touch that. But yeah, so that just states it really again. So, you know, I don't have a problem with what people like because everyone has their different needs. You know, if you're going in town and you don't do that far, fair. Absolutely fair. But if you are doing further mileage and you are going out, you know, to the other end of the country or whatever you're doing, and then it doesn't work, doesn't it? And, you know, I've seen other videos and whatnot, you know, they're doing road trips and stuff like that. And they're proving that yet again, it takes hours to replace. Like, you're wasting half of your life just charging a car. I'm spending, what, 3-4 minutes pumping diesel in the car? You know, that's more ethical. That is economy friendly. But charging, like, you know, they're even rolling out some lorries being electric. I can tell you now, that's not going to last very long. But unless they actually utilise it and try to keep him in town centres, maybe. But then again, like, that's even more work because you have to offload the trailer, put it onto another vehicle, and then that vehicle to go somewhere else. I don't know. It seems a bit fantasy world, really. It's too much fantasy. Far as I'm concerned, though, everything has a con, and then you're obviously tapping into, like, what's it called? I forgot the word. Anyway, moving on. But yeah, so that's that really. Hope you liked the new intro. And this is kind of tackling a little bit more on the EV, what I just saw last night. So yeah, anyway, this is 300C Golf, out.